Have you ever sent a text to someone fully capable of picking up the phone simply because calling felt like too much? Or maybe you know someone who lets every call go to voicemail but replies to messages within seconds? In a world where a phone call takes less than a minute, the consistent preference for typing over talking seems puzzling on the surface. But psychologists say this behavioral pattern runs surprisingly deep. It's not about laziness or rudeness, it reveals something genuinely fascinating about how certain minds process communication, emotion, and connection. Here's what science says about people who almost always choose texting over calling. First, they need time to think before they respond. Psychologists link text preference to a communication style called asynchronous processing, meaning these individuals think more clearly when they aren't pressured to react in real time. A phone call demands instant responses, instant emotions, and instant decisions. Texting gives them the mental breathing room to choose their words carefully, and for them, that space isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for genuine communication. Second, they are often more anxious than they appear. Research consistently connects phone aversion to social anxiety and heightened sensitivity to perceived judgment. Something about the immediacy of a live voice, the silences, the tone, the unpredictability of where a conversation might go, activates their stress response in ways that a typed message simply doesn't. Texting feels safer because it offers control, and control feels like calm. Third, they value precision over spontaneity. People who prefer texting tend to score higher in conscientiousness, a personality trait linked to careful thinking and deliberate communication. They dislike being misunderstood, and they've learned that their words land more accurately when they've had a moment to arrange them. A call can be messy and unpredictable. A text can be exact, and exactness matters deeply to them. Fourth, they process emotions more comfortably at a distance. Psychologists note that highly empathetic and emotionally sensitive individuals often find phone calls overwhelming because they absorb vocal tone, emotional weight, and interpersonal tension far more intensely than others. Reading a message allows them to engage with the content without being flooded by the emotional charge that a live human voice carries. It's not detachment, it's self-regulation. Fifth, they are protecting their energy, not avoiding connection. Introverts and highly sensitive people experience social interaction as genuinely draining in ways that extroverts rarely understand. For them, a phone call isn't just a quick exchange. It's an event that requires presence, performance, and recovery time afterward. Texting allows them to stay connected with the people they care about without depleting the emotional reserves they need for everything else in their day. So, before you take it personally when someone texts back instead of calling, or feel dismissed when a message arrives where a voice call should have, consider what that choice might actually mean. For many people, texting isn't the lazy option or the cold option. It's the option that lets them show up thoughtfully, communicate honestly, and connect on their own terms. And in a world that rarely gives people enough space to think, that preference might just be one of the most self-aware choices they make.